Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly relationship reading for Cancer. How are you guys? Oops, there we go. Someone's unloading some burdens here. Yeah, someone here is working a lot. They have a lot on their plate. But I do feel someone here has definitely, I feel there's someone accomplishing something here because I do see a person seeking out. Someone here may have a, all right, someone's seeking other options, opportunity. But here's the situation as far as relationships. Someone here may not be putting in effort or stepping up to the plate. Someone's seeking out other options. But I also see someone definitely laying down these burdens too. Because this is where the sun starts to shine. Yeah, see, letting go of some baggage here. Maybe it's just too much work. Interesting. I do see a person assessing the situation. Someone here kind of moving a little slow. Yeah, I feel like we have someone here, and I do see work, someone focused on work, but that could be why they're not stepping up to the plate where someone can't rely on them. Yeah, and then we have, someone here is definitely a lot of focus on money, putting out more than's coming in. So there is something to this, but look at that little aha moment. I see a victory. There is a little moment where someone has this little realization here. It's about seeking other options, opportunity. Someone's definitely been procrastinating, but I see other opportunities. Yeah, let's see I feel someone here's not stepping up to the plate. Yeah, someone here is going to seek other opportunities because someone's not taking action. Yeah, and there we have the star. So this is someone here, often where things don't turn out as expected, but I feel someone's looking at it, well, it is what it is, best to just seek out other options. Yeah, because it has to do with a person who I feel was feeling like there was some kind of hope here. But actually, this is interesting because this shows there's still opportunity. Someone's just procrastinating a lot too, like, yeah, just not stepping up to the plate. Someone's not reliable. Yeah, let's have a look at this Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, we got someone ending a situation. It's just not working. It's too much work. Seeking other options. See, that's the game. The sun starts to shine. Someone's coming out of this feeling positive. Well, it is what it is. I'm out of here. I'm just going to let all this go. I'm not going to let this bother me. I'm going to look forward because this is about looking forward. The sun shines. So there's definitely been a time out of healing. But if this is a painful period in someone's life is over, look, now there's other opportunities. Some of you have a person coming in because you got someone here's dragging their feet, moving too slow. They're probably breadcrumbing or just not talking at all. To me, it looks like someone's just not talking. They're not ready to move. Yeah, someone keeping you hanging. There's a person keeping you hanging or even making up excuses. Yeah, but someone else here is going to reach out. Who's this Knight of Cups? Yeah, someone with a King of Swords energy. It's a person thinking. See, this is someone else I feel letting someone go who's not responsible, reliable. It's also baggage that someone could be leaving behind from another situation for some. But it's a person here who's analyzing this situation. It's a person gaining some kind of clarity and that little aha moment. See, it has to do with seeing the truth. Someone's seeing the truth in a situation. It's often something that just isn't meant to be. It's either too much work or it's just not working out. And it could be someone who's been focusing on work too. Yeah, because I feel like we got someone who's not really reaching out. There's either no talking. See, this is someone seeing. This is breadcrumbing or someone keeping the other person hanging. Yeah, see, it's all about new. I can see it. The sun's shining. This is someone going, yep, I'm ready for new. I've had enough of this. Time out, healing. This is someone getting out of their head, clearing their head. Tell me about the Page of Cups. Yeah, so this is someone in that social circle or in community. This is someone who's likely keeping someone hanging because what they're doing is probably keeping their options open. So it's an energy of it's just not working. This is someone who doesn't want to put in the effort, but they're definitely open to other people. So this is what I feel. You've got someone here who's keeping you hanging because they're out there, probably exploring other options here by the looks of it. Tell me more about the Three of Cups. Yeah. So it has to do with harmony, balance. It's an energy of, there's a lack of harmony here where someone's just keeping someone hanging. This is someone who often doesn't really even know what they want. They don't know what they want, whether someone's right for them or not. But you can see we have a person here who's about to ask someone out. So if you're the person who's being left hanging, Cancer, I feel like you're going to see someone here is just not, they're not coming in right. They don't even, I don't even think this is someone who knows what they want. And they are focused more on their money too. Yeah, they don't feel like they have enough to give, or they don't want to. Yeah, but someone else, there's new coming in. Yeah. This is someone not budging, giving in. See, protecting their money. This is someone so focused on their money. See, protecting their money. Maybe their heart a little too. But like I say, this is an energy of no longer budging and giving in. This is somebody ready to, no longer going to talk to someone because now we got new. It looks like you got someone coming in who's going to reach out here. Let's have a look at this Ace of Swords. This is someone seeing things clearly. Seeing the truth. Seeing the truth in a situation. It's time for something new. This is someone about to make a decision. So this is about speaking your truth, seeing the truth, and gaining clarity that someone's not to budge and give in. And when you have someone who's like this, or they just toss breadcrumbs, it's about protecting yourself too from someone who you can't rely on. They're not dependable. It's a person who often doesn't pull their weight, but yeah. And I do feel like this King of Swords energy is this person here, I feel, who's ready to get out there. They're finished. They've ended a situation, cut someone out possibly, or just like, again, having that moment of truth where they realize this is something that's probably not going anywhere. So it's a painful period that's over, in the sun. Look at the sun shining. There's opportunity. Really nice. Yeah, we got two people going to connect here. We got a new connection forming because someone here doesn't want to connect, or they just, like I say, it's about someone who just isn't coming in right. It's a person who often doesn't want to make any kind of commitment, or you can't rely on them. They just kind of, someone who just drags their feet. They're doing their own thing, whatever it may be. Yeah, someone's moving too slow. Yeah, we have the Empress energy. See, we have the start of something new. So this is someone, there's definitely a spark, desire, and attraction. So this is someone open to offers, opportunity, attracting what they desire. So very nice. This is where the person realizes this is someone who's just not right. They don't come in right. They're kind of stuck, or they could be just very set in their ways, or protecting their money. It's a person who just doesn't want to commit. Yeah, and it could be someone too who's looking for, because this is, yeah. So just watch out for someone who keeps you hanging. Just be careful if someone is just looking for friends with benefits. They don't really want to commit, because I do see that. I could already kind of see that coming. But it's about manifesting new. It's about love. It's about forming a bond. So there's a new energy here. Definitely that spark and desire. But this is the Empress attracting what they desire, no longer talking or giving to someone who won't commit, or just they just don't come in right. There's no harmony when someone's stuck or stubborn. Yeah, it's probably just someone set in their ways. But this is about manifesting new. It's about two people connecting, talking, and there's a connection being formed here. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, look at, this is about strength and confidence. This is someone who feels confident about leaving this behind and moving forward. Because this is someone who sees truth in the situation, that they want somebody who's confident. This is not a confident person. This is someone who's just dragging their feet, taking their time, procrastinating. They don't really know what they want. And I do think it's someone who, could have other offers and opportunities and other options here. So it's often someone who doesn't want to let go of their other options either, because they don't know what they want. You see, they want to be able to pick and choose, and you're supposed to just sit and wait, I suppose. Now, it's telling you to see the truth and see the clarity. It's all about this new. And I do see happiness coming in here. And I do see a connection that could grow strong here. But this is mostly about The Empress, kind, compassionate, just forgiving this person but moving on. See, that's how you don't bring any baggage in. It's like it's just not meant to be. It is what it is. This is someone very confident about this. See, making proper choices here. Yeah, it's all about interest. See, it's somebody who often loses interest in someone because they're not moving. Like they're just, yeah. Tell me about this King of Swords. And it could be this person actually the one doing this to someone else who has other options. The courting, dating kind of energy. Yeah. This is someone who's definitely ready to get out and date here. So I do feel it's an energy of two people going to come together here. Yeah, see, it's what somebody's sort of expecting. Things don't turn out the way they hoped, but yet there's hope. Yeah, for someone new. Yeah, see somebody here who, I love this. Perfect. Now, this is an energy, it is an Aries, Leo, Sag energy, or Scorpio, but it's just an energy of someone who's confident and bold. They know what they want. See, this is someone who just doesn't know what they want. They just don't. And like I say, it's about the Empress energy manifesting what they desire. Somebody who's passionate and knows what they want. A person who's confident. So that's what I feel is happening here. Yeah, some of you may have several opportunities. You may have to decide. Okay, it's all about being fair, not keeping someone hanging and needing to make a choice. So it could be either one of you in this energy. But if you have a choice here between two, I do feel like you're going to connect with somebody who's bold. Because I do see the bold and the confidence. A person who's showing that they're interested. They're invested. But I do think we have someone who's lost interest in someone who's just not following through. It's just... yeah, they're not putting in any effort. Yeah. Tell me about the King of Swords. Yeah, this is someone here. This has to do with, I feel it's probably the same person, but we'll see. The Chariot is about control, someone stepping up to the plate and taking the lead, showing somebody. See, it's showing someone they're interested by taking the lead. Okay, this is someone who I feel knows what's expected. But I do feel this is someone who ended something probably unexpectedly or just made a sudden decision to put on the brakes and move on. I'm out of here. Yeah, it's more than likely this person here. But I feel to do with this is also someone taking the lead, determined to succeed. Strong mind, strong will. See, this is an energy of two people with strong minds and will. These are two people who know what they want. They see things clearly. This is also both people experience. You may even share some experiences with this person, but I do think this is the same energy. It's about asking someone out on the date. It's time to get out. I'm out of here. I'm taking control. I'm taking the lead. I'm going to take this opportunity that's being presented because the Empress is manifesting this. See, there's an attraction here. There's desire to have this beautiful connection and bond. But I wouldn't be surprised this is someone who kind of keeps their options open. They just want friends with benefits. So just watch that energy. It's all about, feeling safe. If you feel like you have to protect yourself from someone because you don't know when they're going to come in, when you're going to hear from them, or if you communicate and they toss breadcrumbs or make up excuses, if you feel that way, chances are this isn't somebody here that you can be safe with anyway. And I feel that's the whole point. And likely, I feel you and this person are going to share your experiences here. So, but I feel this is somebody here who's really about to take control. They're out of here. They're letting this go. It's finished. They're done. Yeah, you can see rising like the phoenix from the ashes often connects with the energy of the King of Wands because they go after what they want. This is someone who knows what they want. They're confident about what it is they want. And they just do it. That moment of truth. This is somebody win or lose. They're doing it. See, they're coming in. What have I got to lose, right? There's no point in sitting here because there's someone who's not reliable or somebody who doesn't pull their weight. Yeah. So I feel there's a person who doesn't want to be pinned down. They want to keep their options open. That's what I feel. Yeah. It's often just someone who just doesn't see a future with someone, regardless. Tell me about the King of Wands. The King of Wands. The King of Wands is The King of Wands. Yeah, this is someone who longs for love. It's someone crushing. So somebody crushing on someone here. There's definitely that desire. Someone is reminiscing about past, though. They are looking at past. Absolutely. Could be someone who was even missing someone. It could, and I also see someone maybe even holding a torch for someone here. Or it's just a person having that realization they got a crush on someone, that there's interest. But I do see a little reminiscing. And I mean, it could be just this romanticizing energy. Yeah, it's just being romantic, I feel. Tell me about this Six of Cups. Yeah, this is someone just taking a step back. See, it's just, I feel it's somebody looking at one situation to the other. The past where something just felt off. This person's having that little aha moment. In other words, they probably didn't. It's likely taken this person a little bit of time to see that where they were at wasn't the right person, the right situation. It wasn't meant to be. Yeah. But it's all about, this is someone who definitely knows, again, what's kind of expected. They have to take the lead. This is somebody who definitely, I mean, and the feminine is interesting here too, because the feminines also see that little aha moment, that little moment of truth, you know. This is someone definitely cutting someone out. I feel it's just someone who's lost interest. And it just is what it is. Maybe they're just not that interested. And that's why people often drag their feet, or they can't make up their mind, or they're just not interested enough. And that's what I feel. So it's a change of interest here. But it's about somebody showing someone they're interested. Yeah. And I feel this is someone looking at someone like they're different than their type, someone from their past. Yeah, this is someone a little different. So it's about doing things different too. Someone comparing someone from the past, but I feel there's no comparison. So that's it. I was like, is this two people who've known each other before? Is this what's going on between you? But no, it looks like this is someone this is about manifesting new. Two people who pretty much are thinking the same things. So I do think you've already probably had a conversation or made this connection. Now it's all about seeing it through. It's all about that truth. And that victory, win or lose. See, it's an energy of going after what you want, win or lose, and being determined to succeed. But as someone who's very much in control of their emotions, you can see very much in control. But it's someone who's really just, I feel, had enough of a situation. Tell me about this Chariot energy, one more on that. Yeah, see, this is someone no longer talking to someone. They're taking the lead and reaching out. See, the Empress is about to receive. This is someone open to receive. And if this person doesn't follow through, this is someone just kind of, I mean, this has to do with making a decision. When the King and Queen of Swords shows up, it is about making a decision. Whether someone's right or not. See, weighing the pros and the cons, comparing one to the other. And looking to see if someone is procrastinating. Yeah, and that's what I feel too. But it's really just this, I feel for most of this is this King of Wands here, comparing someone from someone to the past. There's no comparison, but this is someone different. So it might feel a little bit off at first because you're a little different than each other, but I do think you're going to be able to communicate. I do think you're going to be able to communicate well. When you communicate, there'll be clarity. You'll know, you'll be able to make a easier decision is what I feel. See, it's just going to be easy. I mean, the communication is going to be very clear. There's not going to be any confusion. It's not going to be complicated. This feels complicated, like someone who keeps their options open. They're out and about, maybe online dating, social media, who knows. But whoever they are, they're just not budging. They're set in their ways, or yeah, this is someone who likely doesn't want to make any kind of commitment, and they got too many options, and that's what I mean. It's someone who doesn't want to be pinned down. They like keeping their options open, yeah. So this is why I feel thanks but no thanks. I'm not really interested in this. This is also someone losing interest, getting bored of this. See, being bored of this person. So I see decisive, very decisive decisions, seeing things very clearly. Wow. So there it is. You've got opportunity. But I do see this, especially the masculine here, comparing one to the other. That's, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. People do. And the reason is because this is someone who doesn't want whatever happened before probably to happen again. To be with somebody who doesn't pull their weight, or they just aren't reliable. They don't step up to the plate, or they just have a lot of baggage. And that's often why people get like this. They have a lot of baggage. They can't make up their mind. They want to keep their options open because this is often someone who needs to heal. They shouldn't really be out there dating until they're healed. Yeah. This just is someone losing interest, bored. Thanks, but no thanks. Because this is someone I think sees things clearly. They're missing other opportunities. To be with this other person, yeah, with someone to do stuff with, to be together. Yeah, it's a person who doesn't want to cooperate or compromise. They're very much set in their ways. Yeah, so there it is, going down a new path. But this is what this person's looking at. The things that you have in common with the other person. Is there anything there? Like, this is... you know, it is, I feel, this person also being in protective mode, like making sure there's cooperation, compromise, and compatibility, that you'll be doing things together. Because this is someone who doesn't want to do nothing. They're just not doing anything. Or they drop little hints here and there, and they want the other person to be the leader. Yeah. Sometimes it's a form of manipulation when people do that. It is actually a form of manipulation when people kind of ignore the other person when they reach out, or they drop a little breadcrumb, a little hint. This Queen of Swords is done. The feminine here is done with this. Yeah, let's be yourself. See, being open to something new. So you don't, because I feel some of you are missing other opportunities waiting for this person, or just... It's like they just keep you hanging. They're just keeping you hanging. They just don't know what they want. It really is. And it's maybe not even their own fault in some ways, because I do feel it's someone who needs to heal. They have baggage. Yeah. But you're going to come together. This is the person who's right here. All this side here. This person's going to be reaching out. I do think you're going to connect in some way. I can't see how. You probably all travel in the same social circle. Yeah. More than likely. Or just the community. You could cross paths at some point, although I don't see where, how, but I do see this as someone taking control, taking the lead. They're win or lose. What have I got to lose, right? They're just going to test it out and see what happens. It's a little test. Yeah, if it is this person and they did put on the brakes and this is how they were behaving. No, I don't see this feminine going for that. No, this is a new person, because this person's doing the same thing. They're ready to get out and date. They're finished with something. I feel it's more like the two of you going to talk and share some experiences. Because I do see truth, two people teaching each other right off the get-go, right when it starts, how they want things to be, what they like, what you like, don't like, what you won't put up with. But I do see in a very kind, compassionate way, tempered. So it's just a discussion, a deep discussion. Yeah. Like I say, it might feel a little off at first, but it's just that energy of comparing one to the other. But it's apples to oranges, I'm telling you. Yeah. Take care. Bye for now.